but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Lucky 56. Over.
Rosen off the play action. He'll buy some time right. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Johnson jostles free, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On second down, Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Play action. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And able to find Garcon. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. A first carry now for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Hill. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jeremy Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Nifty move. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They go play action. It's Rosen sliding out of the pocket. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action here with Rosen. Flushed out right. Caught by Nelson left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. First down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep, and the Cardinals are in. Touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
21. 6.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Caught left side, Garcon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back here right after this.
One, Omaha.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Garoppolo now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They run it with McKinnon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Garoppolo. It's caught by Garcon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. So out now come the Cardinals. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time, with a flag. play fake. Here's Rosen. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Rosen on 1st down. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Johnson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we've hit halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. To return, it's McKinnon. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. 1st half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Going for the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 47 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Here's Morris. Powers over.
Just fed in his pads, didn't he?
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the team.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Alfred Morris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gold now out to kick it away. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd?
Most of the time in the 1st half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, to something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nelson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now it's Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On play action, Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Malcolm Smith in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Rosen to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Garoppolo looking very comfortable running this Niners offense. He's got a first and 10.
Wait.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The son Reddick coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
65.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this run. Poor punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. On first down, it's Rosen. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Dawson tacks on the point after. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start it on the ground with Morris. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Caught left side, Garcon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Niner first down. Garoppolo to Garcon. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. A dump off now to Hill. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. To throw is Garoppolo. Being chased out left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
This is Morris. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gold now out to kick it away. Here comes Nelson. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. Now Rosen. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point try now for Dawson. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Morris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run again with Morris. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Garoppolo to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it? It
certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for San Francisco, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.